Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, are you a streamer? Do you use the Twitch integrated sound alerts to allow your audience to engage with your channel? Did you know you're just giving away your money? Today, we're gonna talk about that. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? I'm Matthew with StreamCenter.xyz. I'm also a variety streamer over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Mr. Fox and Socks. If you'd like to check me out over there, please check out the description down below. And also, if you like this video, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel and allows us to grow, and it lets me know what you guys want to see. So today we're going to be going over a topic that has been brought up to me recently, and basically in a nutshell, I'm a partner over on Twitch, and I also have a community stream team called the Skulk over on Twitch. And one of our team members, I was going over setting up OBS, importing everything and exporting it from slobs and bringing it over into OBS. And one of the reasons that this particular team member wanted to do that was actually because they want to start bringing over all of their sound alerts and channel point redemption, so on and so forth, into one program, specifically after I had mentioned to the team that when you use like the Twitch integrated sound alerts program, they take up to 20% of the bits that people are donating to you. They take it off the top and you never see it. Now, what if you would be able to actually get the sounds and the sounds from your sound alert system, import them into a program, and then let it be automated just like it is right now, with a little bit of work that you have to do up front, and you get that extra 20% of your income? Well, that's what we're going to jump right into. Let's do it. All right, guys, so to get started, it's very easy. The first thing you need to do is go to whatever program and application you use to record or to stream. If you're using OBS or slobs, underneath your start streaming button, you'll see something that says start recording. Now, you're gonna wanna do that. Immediately start recording while you're doing this. Trust me, it'll all make sense here in just a second. All right, guys, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is go to dashboard.soundalerts.com, and when you do that, you're going to come to the sound alerts page. You may be prompted to log in with your Twitch account. If you are, just do it. It's very simple. You're going to come to your dashboard section, and I'm recording this on the 4th of January 2022, and you can see it's been 3 months since I have used any sound alert system. And let me tell you something, it's a drastic difference in the amount of money that you're going to make if you end up doing this. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, if you already use this, as we talked about at the beginning of this episode, go on down to your sound alerts. Now, these are the ones that you've been using regularly, so let's just start with that. If there isn't anything that you have already started with, or if this is just brand new to you guys, come up to your library and use whatever you want. If you want something for like a surprised reaction, so on and so forth, you just come in here, type surprised, and man on the wall. Rap, tap, tap. There you go. You can find these things and you can add them to your SoundCloud. Tell it whatever it is. Is it an extension or is it channel points? This one here, just leave it as an extension, man on the wall, bits. It doesn't really matter. Put in whatever you want, add sound, okay? Once it's there though, once you have your sounds, go to your sound. And if you already have all of your collection because you've been using it, come to your sounds and you'll see right here that I have all the sounds that I've used before. Now, one very important thing that you're going to want to do is go to your OBS or your recording software and mute your mic. And the reason why is because we're going to use the exact same sound alerts from this website on our stream and for our setup. So basically just keep quiet or mute yourself and go down each one and play it. Then we're going to go to Scary Morgan Freeman.
I can smell you.
Wee woo. All right, guys. So now that we have our audio and everything that we want already downloaded and recorded, what we want to do is import that into our favorite video editing software. Me personally, I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro. You guys can use whatever you'd like. I use Premiere Pro for all of my video editing software, and I highly recommend it. But what you want to do is open up your specific window, drag in the the sounds that you recorded. Let's go on back to the front. What we're going to want to do, we don't need to worry about the top at all, right? Let's go ahead and unlink these two. Delete the video because that doesn't matter. So now that we've already imported it into Adobe Premiere Pro, you're going to find the very first section, which as you can see right here, let me make that a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. There you go. We can see this is the first sound. So just bring it up to the front. Okay. Press C, or you can right click on it however you want to do it. Just press C. It adds the cut here. Delete it and bring it all the way back to the beginning. Now, right as that played, okay, in right when it stops, and you can scroll it in Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'm sure you can in other softwares too. Bring it to the end on wherever it stops. Okay, we're gonna just drag this side here over a little bit. There you go. That's the sound. That's what we're gonna get. So we're gonna go to the very front of it. We're gonna do an input right there, and right at the very end of it, we're gonna put an output. Come up to your file, and you want to export it as media. Once your media file comes up here, we want to export as an MP3. Presets at 120. You can cut it up wherever you want. I mean, it's going to be a very small file, so go ahead and use the maximum amount of recording. But remember, you can't take something that you're doing at 48 and bringing it up higher. Just do whatever that you do. Me personally, I'm going to bring it up to the highest amount possible. Where do we want to put it? This right here is in some of mine that I already have, so I'm going to put it in there, and this is actually just going to be called, and it's actually what it's called in my thing, the K Bash Special, and I'm going to leave it that way because as you can see, I actually have a K Special. It should be in here somewhere. Maybe it's in one of my other ones. Oh, this is my the other one. Okay, gotcha. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and save it as the K-Bash Special. I'm going to save, and I'm going to go ahead and export it. You can see down at the bottom, it was already exported. So then we can literally just bring it back to the next one. So this is going to be the beginning of this one. Let's go ahead and cut it.
I can smell you.
Right there. Cut that one out too, and then go to the front. I
can smell you.
O, and the same exact thing. Go to your export, go to your media. It's going to be MP3 again. We're going to change it to, this one's just going to be called I Can Smell You Too, because I have an I Can Smell You in here somewhere. So let's go ahead and save that. Let's go ahead and export it. And you guys get the drift. Let me go ahead and finish these real fast, and I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, so now that you have all of the audio that you're going to use or that you're going to start using all set up, you're going to want to go down to the bottom of where your scenes are, click the plus button, type in stream sounds, and press OK. Now you see nothing is in here. Pull that folder back up and drag in all the ones that you just did. So we did the Wee Woo, we did the ICU2, we did the K-Bash Special, there we go, and then we had the ICU, wasn't it the ICU? Yeah, I Can Smell You. There we go. We got all those, right? So now we're going to drag all these into our system here, okay? And we're going to want to turn them all off to start with. And let's pull up Lioranboard. Now, you may be asking, what is Lioranboard? Lioranboard is basically a digital version of the Elgato Stream Deck. A little bit more complicated to use. I'm not really a huge fan of the UI or anything else, but you know what? It works, and it works flawlessly. So what we're going to do once we have that pulled up, and by the way, the link to Lioranboard is going to be down in the description, so make sure you use that. Go grab it and get everything set up, okay? If you guys want me to go more in depth on how to set up Lioranboard and everything else, I will do that in a later video. However, today we're just going to jump right in. So let's start by just adding a new deck, okay? That new deck is right here, the new deck name. Let's call it Stream Sounds 2 because I'm not really 100% sure what my other one was called. So let's just call it Stream Sounds 2. And you're going to see this here. You see a whole bunch of different, 6x5 here. And these are all different buttons that you can use. So as you picture like a Stream Deck, you know how you can click different buttons to play sounds or to switch scenes or to start, stop your stream, start, stop recording, do whatever you want to do. This does kind of the same thing, but you can automate it. So you don't have to worry about it. Let chat take care of itself. When your people come in, your job is to entertain. It's not necessarily needing to always worry about if someone gave a certain amount of bits or someone did this or someone did that, that you're going to have to react to it. It's not going to be very exciting. Some of those things need to be set up as an automated system, and this is how you do it. So the very first thing, look at each one of these as a button, right? So let's start with our first button. We want to right click on it, create new button. This particular first button, we are going to change the text of it, and it's going to be called the K-Bash Special. There we go. We got that set up, and we have it all set and ready to go here. So now let's say that you have this particular one at 100 bits. So anytime anybody gives 100 bits to you, it would automatically play right on your stream, because that's what happens. That's how it works, right? So what we want to do is we have that set up. Let's go down to add Twitch triggers. So if we're going to do the same thing, me personally, I have this set as 100 bits. It farts every time we get 100 bits. So but you can do it to subs, gifted subs, point redeems, hosts, raids, anytime chat messages come in, a certain extension trigger, whatever it might be. We're going to do bits, and we're going to say it is for 100. And with that, you can set different ones. So like with Thanksgiving time, I wanted to make sure all the income and everything else that people are donating and giving to me are coming to me, not to another company providing these services and everything for me. So I don't like spreading them out a whole lot. I've got a lot of ones that are like 101, 102, 103, 250, 251, 252, 253 bits, you know, stuff like that. But right here, we're just going to set up as a minimum 100. All right. And we're going to add it to the request queue. Now you want to make sure that you do this. You always want to set up add to request queue. What a request queue does is basically anytime something comes in, it will pop up and add it to a queue. If you don't add it to the queue, multiple sounds, multiple alerts, so on and so forth could all be coming in at the same time. And you know, that's not going to be good. That's not what people are going to want to see. So make sure you always add it to the queue, click done. Now that we have that done, we see that it's already connected to our Twitch account. So once we come in here to add our commands, the first thing you want to do is change visibility, source change visibility. The source name is all the way down at the bottom. Twitch sound alerts. Isn't that what I called it? Stream sounds, this one here. So under stream sounds, okay, what item are we going to do? We're going to do the K-Bash special. Visibility is going to be true, and you're going to leave this at nothing. This is the delay. Okay, now we know this is 1 second long. Let's just make it 2 seconds long, right? Let's go ahead and copy that. Let's add one more. We have this down here, but this one's going to be false. So what you have to make sure you do is in your OBS, basically what this first one is doing as soon as you get it is it's going into that scene under that source and telling it to play it. And then it's a second long. So let's just go 2 seconds, right? So these are in milliseconds. So let's go 2000 milliseconds. There we go. We got 2 seconds, and it's going to be a false, right? And that's literally all you have to do. So it will immediately play it and then automate it cutting off so it can be used again another time. You have to make sure you put this visibility off. Everything has to be perfectly done exactly how it is. You can't change anything. It just needs to be what it is, and click done. So now you see that the command is already in there and the Twitch is already linked and everything else. And that's literally all you have to do. If you want to add anything else, you can. We can go through a lot of these things later if we really want to. But basically that's it. And then over here, we create a new one and call this one I See You. So let's go ahead and click that in there. Let's come down to Twitch triggers. Let's say we're going to do bits, and we're going to do this one for 250, and we'll pull this one as well for 250. There it is. Let's come down to add commands. Plus we're going to change the visibility of the, where are we at? Stream sounds item I See You. Visibility true. We are going to copy this one here and just paste it and then say false. Now this particular one, I'm not 100% how long that one was. So let's pull this up. We should also be able to add a length. So there we go. With the I See You one, we know it's 5 seconds long. So let's just make it simple and make it 6 seconds. So that's 6,000. Click done. Now they're all set. All you have to do is wait for them to come in. Once the bits come in, it'll automatically trigger. But you may wonder, how do we get it working inside of OBS? That's the trick, right? So now that we're back into OBS, I'm sorry for all this extra stuff over here, but this is just how we have it, right? So underneath, down in our particular scene that we want it in, and usually you'll want to put it in all of them, right? That's just what you'll want to do. So come down here and click the plus sign, go to a scene, add the scene that you want, which will be our stream sounds. Okay, and it's automatically up here. You're gonna leave this on at all times, okay? And that's it. Now, if you wanted to trigger like on sound alerts, you know how it pops up with the overlay? That's also something that you can do by just going in and adding a media or a pop-up. I have them for, we do a Prime Bomb where everybody in our community surprises a streamer once a month, and we give all of our Amazon Prime gifts or Amazon Prime subs to a particular person to try to give back. But that's what we do. I don't have the little logo or anything popping up. I just have the sound, so it's just funny. Also, it allows me to use my clips and everything else that I have for stream to also bring it over to YouTube without dealing with overlays all over the place, because you don't necessarily want it all the time. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, congratulations. All the bits that come in now, you're going to get 100% of them. And you can't tell me that's not a great deal, right? So get out there and start streaming. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Trust me, it helps me out. Show me some love. Give a little, get a little. Until next time, as always, stay foxy. Bye.